welcome to another Crystal Saturday. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Jenna and I have an online crystal shop called Pretty Crystals, and every Saturday I sit down with you guys and we have a fun high vibe crystal chit chat. This week I figured I would just sit down and do a Q&A. I also have a lot of, I wouldn't say a lot, like a few pieces to show you. This just came in from Brazil and I'm really excited to open her up. Fragile. So this week is absolute crazy town for me. Right now I'm in one of my friend's bedrooms, which I have been kind of like filming in for the past few weeks because my situation is just... If you've been with me for a while, I downsized right around the start of COVID, so like March. I downsized from a house to an apartment. Not in relation to COVID or anything, it just so happened that I was moving right when it happened. And a few months in, I realized, especially with my business growing, it just was not enough space for me and the Pretty Crystals. So I put in a request with my apartment building because I really do love the building I'm in. Put in a request for a bigger apartment when it came available, and within a few weeks, one perfect apartment came available for me. So I thought it was totally meant to be. Scooped it up, and tomorrow we are moving. I put a little notice on my Instagram yesterday that over the next few days I'm gonna do my best to just focus on my move and getting all the crystals over to the new place safely. Come next week, I'm really excited because I'll be able to start settling into a new, more like breathable space, and I just feel like things are gonna get so much better for me and you and the whole Pretty Crystal situation slash family, and I'm really excited and really grateful. So thank you guys. If you hang out with me on Instagram a lot, thank you for being patient and really supportive and sweet. As always, I just love you guys so very much. And yeah, we have lots of fun things to look forward to. Before we get into the video too, on a more somber note, I do want to mention there are a lot of really devastating fires happening right now in not only California, but Oregon, Washington, and I also believe Colorado. I live in Sacramento and it's been really smoky and kind of crazy. Nothing really hit very hard and close to home until yesterday. I saw a post on Instagram that the wholesaler that I go to in Oregon, their warehouse like completely burned down. I saw a really scary picture. I don't even want to put it on here because it's just like, it's just really scary. Obviously the impact on me is absolutely nothing compared to what the owner is going through, but I was there less than a week ago filming my last Crystal Saturday. So if you guys watched that, you were there with me in that warehouse, and it's so crazy, like just a few days later, fires took that away, and I just am so heartbroken for the owners, and right now I don't really know what to do besides just send out good vibes and prayers for everyone affected in the California, Oregon, and beyond fires. Oregon, I think, is getting hit the hardest right now. Just so crazy. Like over the last few weeks I was there filming, and you just never ever expect these things to happen, and when they do, it's just like, it's unfathomable. So I just ask that if you're out there to send some good vibes their way, and just hope that everything gets, you know, resolved in a hopefully peaceful manner, and that hopefully there is some silver lining to all of this. And again, I just cannot even imagine going through that. So I just do want to say that, praying for the owners of those two crystal shops that we were just at, and of course everyone affected by the devastating fires. Alrighty, so let's get into some questions. I asked on Instagram this morning if you guys had any questions, ask anything, please ask. Let's just go in order. Okay, first question is from Miss Kelsey Wilson, and she said, can you do a video on your personal crystal collection? I would absolutely love to do this, and I think, again, because I'm moving, it's gonna make it a lot easier for me to do like a wider range of videos. I feel really restricted right now, just given my space. And yeah, once I get into the bigger space, I'm gonna be able to show you guys my personal pieces. And I have a few new ones. I feel like every time I do like a really big buying trip, I will bring home a really big piece for myself. So I have a few big, really nice ones that I would love to share with you guys. And yes, absolutely. Next question, crystals by day, Miss Dana, who I love so much. She's the sweetest thing ever. What are your current top 3 favorite crystals? That's a toughie. I feel like this changes a lot, but then you also have like your staples that are just always gonna remain constants. So let me think about this. I'll just have to go with my 3 like staples: clear quartz, amethyst, rose quartz. I've referred to them as like the basic bitch crystals, and those are just like the constants, especially right now with everything being like so chaotic, weird in the world right now. I feel like those are the 3 that I can always go back to give me that like stability, if that makes sense. 3 best in my opinion: clear quartz, rose quartz, amethyst. Speaking of amethyst, I found these 2 amethyst towers that are local to me, and I fell in love with them, and I'm going to be taking them home. I posted them on my stories a couple times to sell, and they are technically still for sale. I don't have great videos or photos of them, but I think at the end of this month I'm going to be picking them up, and I'm going to be housing them in my bedroom for a little bit, which is really exciting because there was this picture on Pinterest that I've seen a few times, and it's these like huge amethyst cathedrals on either side of the bed, and I think I'm gonna do that with these cathedrals. So I'm really excited to show you guys too, and give you updates on my whole dream experiences too, because can you imagine having like these huge amethyst pieces right by your bed all the time? Okay, next question from KZM is a star. Do you like interior design? Yes, I do. I've just always been into art. It's my thing. With that, I feel like comes this love for design. When it comes to interior design, I am a Taurus. In like studying astrology a little bit over the last few years and getting in touch with like, you know, sun, moon, rising signs and all of that, but really connected with the fact that Taurians rule the home, and the home space is very important to us Taurus people, and I just resonate with that so much. My home is like my sanctuary, my safe space, everything, and I've always been a very kind of like introverted and solitary person. So yeah, for all of those reasons, the home is a very important place for me. I've placed a very big focus of my business, Pretty Crystals, on home decor, and I hope that kind of like grows as I grow and as the business grows, because I would just love to do like specifically interior decorating with crystals, intentional interior decorating with crystals, if that makes sense. So yes, I do love me some interior design. So Kai NIDC says, was there a point in time when your life wasn't guided by crystals and manifestation? That is such a good question. And yes, there was definitely a time when I was not guided by crystals and manifestation. I grew up, I always had like these spiritual tendencies since I was little. I grew up in a very like granola, hippie, organic type of liberal family. So I think that kind of helps me stay in tune with my spiritual side. That being said, I think it also worked a little bit against me. Having to kind of mingle with society, it can be really tough when you don't really know how to navigate your spirituality. You don't really understand certain things. At that point, I didn't really know about crystals or the power of meditating or manifesting or anything like that. And although I had a really blessed, beautiful, amazing childhood with incredible parents, when I was around 12 or 13, things really started to take a turn, and those, you know, years of high school and even a few years after that were extremely traumatic and devastating and just unhealthy and just awful years that, you know, I've learned to become grateful for, because that's my path and that's my journey, but they were really difficult. And that was a time when I was not doing all of the spiritual things that I do now, and I didn't have the wherewithal to know how. It wasn't until I was in my early 20s that one of my ex-boyfriends, who I lived with at the time on Long Island, New York, he introduced me to The Secret. He's actually a very successful businessman. He also has a gambling problem, but either way, he's pretty successful. So he introduced me to The Secret, and I really do feel like that was one of the biggest turning points in my life. I just wanted to delve into learning about manifesting and the law of attraction and how you could live your absolute dream life, and I've just been hooked and obsessed ever since. And then it was around that time that I started learning more about crystals and being attracted to them and implementing them into my life, and just taking the little baby steps to get to a better place, which took years, let me tell you. I think that's probably another reason why they are so important to me and so powerful to me, is that I have been in a dark place that I probably never thought I would get out of. And so I do feel like I owe my life to the crystals and to, you know, manifesting and all of that good stuff. So it's very, very important to me for that reason. And I just think it's so powerful and definitely has the power to change your life if you let it. And I'm very grateful that I am here today. It's XO Tati says, how and when did you find your first crystal ever? Oh my God, I just had this like flashback in my head of doing my first crystal haul on YouTube. I have to look and see how long ago that was. Okay, that was only 1 year ago. It feels like so much longer than that. But I think that was like my first crystal video I posted. How is that only 1 year ago? Oh my God, my old intro.
I want to start off by talking a little bit about why I love crystals so much and what they mean. If I had to guess, I would say it was probably a few years ago, and they do sell them at Home Goods, and I feel like I probably just saw them there and started buying them and thinking they were such a beautiful piece for the home, like home decor, which they totally are. So I think that's where it started. And then I came to find that they are really made within the Earth's surface, like where all the magma and the lava is, and they're hundreds of thousands of years in the making.
Anyway, I would say it was like between 5 and 7 years ago. It really was when I would just be in Home Goods all the time, and they started selling crystals, and I just fell in love, and the rest was history. Aligned Queen 24 says, you're the best, and that's so sweet, girl. You are the absolute best. She actually, hopefully she doesn't mind me saying this, she is the gal that was gifted the big heart amethyst that I got when I was down in LA recently. It was such a beautiful piece, absolutely the most beautiful amethyst heart I've ever seen. Crazy enough, one of her friends who also follows me on Instagram, he bought it and he told me to surprise her and send it to her. So that was just like so cool. I really wish I could have put a little camera in the box to see her reaction. Imagine like getting this huge crystal piece in the mail like as a surprise. Hey, I think that's good for now on our questions. Let's open up some crystals. This is the first time that I've ordered anything from this seller. I'm gonna have to go find a scissor for this. Hold on. I've been working out again like pretty consistently, and today and yesterday I've been so sore I cannot even begin to tell you. It's hard to walk and move. I took a knife to the top of this box and I thought we could open her up together. This bubble wrap looks a little dirty now. I am excited about these. Smells a little weird. Don't worry, I'll wash and cleanse these. I always do right when I get pieces. That's like the first thing I do is try to wash them. Oh my God, they're so precious. Oh my god. So I ordered these little amethyst unicorns. I think they're so freaking cute. I've never seen them before either, so I thought this would be really, really fun. You guys, my friend is probably gonna kill me because there's all these like little pieces flying off of here. But this is a pink halite that I wanted to show you. Halite is a type of salt. The guys that own these shops are so funny because much of the time they're kind of these like rock nerds and they just like love talking about it so much, and they always tell me these cool stories, and I have to start writing them down because I think I'm gonna remember and then I don't. But he told me a really interesting story about this. Only found in like one specific place, and it opens like once a year for rock hounds to go in and get it, and the last 3 years for like multiple reasons it's been closed or something like that. Basically, this is becoming a little more rare, which I thought was interesting. But aside from that, I just think it's so, so, so beautiful. And of course, this color is everything. If it were me, I would totally put this next to my bed, and I just absolutely love her. Okay, the last piece I want to show you guys is this pink manganese calcite. I've never seen like these beautiful raw chunks. I have seen like freeform ones, like more polished, and I just wasn't a huge fan of that. But when I saw the raw pieces, I really, really fell in love. The color of these is just like so beautiful and perfect. Are actually like fluorescent under a black light. I actually should probably get a black light. That's another funny thing that these like nerdy rock guys do all the time, is they pull out their little flashlight and they're like so excited to show you the fluorescence of certain gems and minerals. So pink manganese calcite is one of them. These in particular are like super, super UV reactive. Looks really, really cool under the black light. So anyway, these are really cool. Would just be like the prettiest decor pieces, I feel. And yeah, I think I got 3 of these babies. All right guys, I think that does it for today's Crystal Saturday. I really, really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give a like, a comment. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more Crystal Saturdays, and hopefully even more stuff in the future once I get my life together a little bit. If you're not already, please follow me on Instagram. My personal is Jenna Ellis, and my crystal page is at Pretty Crystals. I'm very active on my crystals page, so I'm always in the DMs. I love talking to you guys, and I love the way you react to what I put out there, and it just means the world to me. I just owe all of this to you guys, and I appreciate you so, so, so much. Don't forget that the crystals are here to assist us through these trying times, so use them to your benefit, even if it means just carrying a little crystal with you wherever you go, or throwing it in your bag and forgetting about it. I have so many crystals in my bag, my wallet. They really, really can help you, and that is what they're here to do. So I think that is it. Here's to you wherever you are on your life journey. We're in it together. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.